Hi friends, I wanted to talk about this very real thing that happens in the healing and deconstruction space while you're on the journey and you kind of get stuck in that constant growth phase and you really forget about why you're even doing this work in the first place. If you're new here, hi, I'm Bree. I'm a religious trauma coach and I help folks to really push forward on their deconstruction and healing journey and come out of the stuck place, lean confidently into their values and intuition and reclaim their spirituality and what that looks like for them to live their most authentic life possible. So maybe you haven't even realized that you have your own values and those did not come from the church or your parents or however it was put on you when you were being raised. So remember, I said that you may have forgotten why you're doing this work in the first place. A lot of times we understand that big why is we don't want to repeat the patterns that our parents did or the way in which we were raised. But in order to not repeat those old patterns, we really do have to connect to our values and intuition so that we can break those generational traumas. We can create our life from a place of a deep knowing of why we're living our life this way. And y'all, the expansiveness that comes from truly connecting with your values and intuition, this is your permission slip to have more. You don't have to settle, not to survive, but to actually thrive, to truly have it all. To not just leave the church, but to reclaim your spirituality as your own, whatever that looks like for you. To not just stop doing what your parents did, but to reparent yourself and break those generational patterns with your own kids. So when I was on my own healing and deconstruction journey in the beginning, I really could not have done this alone. It took so much self-awareness at the beginning just to heal, which is the awareness step in my coaching method, but then to truly step into that active work, the authenticity, acceptance, and truly healing those old patterns, I needed to tap into supportive therapy and coaching. So just a quick side note here, and I will get into this in a future post, but there is definitely a difference between active and passive healing. So when I left the church for the last time, finally in my 20s, I really thought, my work was done. I was aware that I didn't want that brand of religion, spirituality, parenting, whatever, and I attempted to change how I parented my own kids, and I made friends outside of the church. And to me, now looking back, this was passive. I wasn't really intentionally healing. I just wasn't still in that toxic religious environment anymore. So when I did start actively healing, really doing that active work, that involved intentionality, therapy, settling into values that were a fit for me in my life and where I truly wanted to go. And then actively taking steps each day in alignment with this, moving towards that ultimate vision for my life. And my favorite thing about coaching with folks is really looking at where they started and then seeing where we are headed together to really look back and see how far they have come. So I make sure when I'm working long-term with clients that we do an assessment of where they're currently at, what is getting in the way of where they truly desire to be in 6 months. It really reminds them of their why, and it also reminds them that they don't have to do it my way. They get to do it their way. So as my client, your dreams are my dreams for you. I'm your partner in crime, just here to help you do the very thing you first left the church to do. To be the most authentic, confident, lit up human, changing lives, even if it's just your kids' lives. So if you're ready to step into this work, take that first small step toward reclaiming you. I have free coaching happening tomorrow afternoon, July 30th, 2 p.m. Atlantic, 1 p.m. Eastern. The link is in my bio to sign up and get more details to sign up. And I hope to see you there. Bye.